Well, folks, are you just having one of those weeks? Nothing seems to be going right. You need just a break, a chance to get away. Well, this week on Inside Golf in Johnson City, we got just the answer for that. A day of golf in Buffalo Valley. Welcome out to Buffalo Valley Golf Course. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know the Buffalo Valley is thought of as one of the most beautiful golf courses in East Tennessee. It may have been a while since you've been out here, so we want to bring you out as our guest, give you a nickel tour, and hopefully at the end of the day, you're going to see why so many people think Buffalo Valley truly is the most beautiful golf course in East Tennessee. Nestled in the heart of East Tennessee, Buffalo Valley has long been regarded as one of the most scenic and challenging golf courses in the area. With breathtaking mountain views, varied tee to green elevations, and quality year-round playing conditions, Buffalo Valley offers a peaceful and serene trek through some of the most beautiful scenery in East Tennessee. It's easy to get caught up in some of the most spectacular views you'll ever see on a golf course. The drastic elevation changes on holes such as 12 and 17 make for a tee shot you will not soon forget. Are you looking for tree-lined fairways or wide-open fairways, flat holes or rolling terrain, a day of relaxation or a true test of your golfing skills, beautiful water features with upscale homes or isolation with no outside interruptions? No matter what your idea of a perfect round of golf may be, odds are you will find it at Buffalo Valley Golf Course. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the tour around Buffalo Valley Golf Course. It truly is a hidden gem here in East Tennessee. Feel free to log on to our website at www.johnsonCityGolf.org. And there you can also take a course tour. Each hole we've got a summary of how you need to play the hole and also some more photos. Again, we encourage you to come out, see for yourself what a beautiful place Buffalo Valley is. When we come back, we're going to be talking with Bill Fuller, who's going to give you a few tips on how to improve your home lawn.
I'm bored.
Me too.
What do you want to do? I'm still bored.
Are you bored and looking for something fun to do?
Yes!
Then play Golf Tri-Cities. With several golf activities available for juniors ages 7 to 17, we'll get you off the couch and into the game. Learn more at tricitiesgolf.org.
Hey guys, I'm Bill Fuller. I'm the golf course superintendent here at Buffalo Valley in Pine Oaks. I've been doing a little fertilizing this morning, and I'm often asked what the three numbers on a fertilizer bag mean, and also what's the best fertilizer to put on your home lawn. So come on over here, I'll show you the product I'm using this morning, and we'll talk about that, and hopefully I can explain it a little better. Okay, the product I'm using this morning is a 16-4-8 fertilizer. Now what those three numbers represent are the percentages of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium inside the fertilizer bag. The first number, nitrogen, is what gives your turf its good green color, and it's also responsible for tissue development. So if you have a lawn that's nice and green, it's actively growing, chances are you won't need a whole lot of nitrogen. On the other hand, if you have a lawn that's a little off-colored, maybe it's not growing so well, it's otherwise healthy, it's not under any kind of heat stress, drought stress, anything like that, then chances are you might need a little more nitrogen. Now the second number is phosphorus. What phosphorus is good for is root development and also for seedling germination. thing about phosphorus is that it's very immobile in the soil. What that means is once you get it in the soil, it stays there for quite a long time. So that's the reason I have a lower number in this fertilizer. We actively fertilize the golf course, put down a lot of phosphorus over time. It really don't go anywhere for a while. So we don't really need a whole lot of that every time we fertilize. Now the third number is potassium. Potassium is responsible for assisting with reducing stresses in the turf grass. Things like drought stress, heat stress, even winter injury, winter kill, things like that. So when you're expecting to go into conditions where you might experience those stresses, it might be good to bump up those potassium levels to a higher point to combat those stresses. In other words, if you're going to the summer, you're obviously expecting drought, heat stress, so maybe a higher potassium fertilizer for a late spring application or early summer application. Same thing goes for going into the winter. You might make a higher potassium application maybe in the late fall. With all that said, what I would really recommend is getting a soil test done about once a year. Now I know a soil test may sound difficult, but it's really an easy and inexpensive process, and it'll really take the guesswork out of exactly what fertilizer you need and the percentages of each one of these nutrients. So we'll talk about that a little more next time. But thanks for listening today. I hope this has helped, and I'll see you next time.
Why choose Pine Oaks or Buffalo Valley for your next round of golf? Both courses offer quality year-round conditions with scenic views and competitive rates with junior, senior, and ladies discounts. Both courses are conveniently located and offer a well-stocked pro shop with a trained staff to assure your experience exceeds your expectations. It's easy to see why you should choose Pine Oaks or Buffalo Valley for your next round of golf. For more information on rates and daily specials, visit us online at johnsoncitygolf.org.
You know, I have an opportunity to do a lot of golf lessons. As a result, I get an opportunity to talk a lot to folks about things they can do to improve their golf game. It amazes me how often they overlook the importance of properly fitted clubs. So today we're going to talk a little bit to you about making sure the clubs fit you correctly and how you can check those things. The first thing we're going to talk about is the grips. The biggest thing I find with people is they tend to get their grips a little too large. Some people like the feel of the larger grip. As we start the club back, the club face actually opens. Our hands then rotate the club face back to square. A grip that is too large impedes that rotation and makes it difficult for us to get the club face back to square. So if you're one of those people who like the feel of a larger grip but you're not able to square that club face, you better check into that because that might be what's causing that. The next thing we're going to talk about is the length of the shaft. Obviously some folks are short, some folks are tall. We just need to make sure we have a club that fits us so that we can get in the correct posture and the club rests flat on the ground. If we have a club that's not the correct length, then we have to adjust our posture and it'll lead to mishits. The next thing we want to talk about is shaft flex. When our club stops at the top of the swing and starts down, that one point is called the transition. At the transition of our golf swing, the shaft actually flexes. Someone who's stronger swings harder compared to someone who swings easier. We both need different shaft flexes. If you have a shaft that does not flex correctly, you're not going to be able to get the club back to the correct angle and also be square to the target. So it's very important to make sure that you have the correct shaft flex. And finally, we want to talk about the lie angle. Lie angle is the distance between the ground being level and the angle at which the hosel goes up in relation to the ground. A club that the angle goes up means it's more upright. You may hear the terms of 2 degrees upright or +2. Conversely, when it goes in this direction, it's considered flat, and also we have less angle, -2 degrees, so on and so forth. Again, it's very important that fits us correctly because that allows us to get the club face back to square. If I have a club that's too upright for me, by the time I get into my correct posture, the toe's going to be in the air. So as I swing, the heel's going to grab and it's going to shut the club face down. Hope these few tips help you to make sure that your clubs fit you correctly. Feel free to stop by here at any time. We can talk more about it. I can check your clubs out for you, but please, I don't care what golf tip you get, do not overlook the tip of making sure that your clubs fit you correctly. Are you one of those people that talk all the time about how you'd like to see your golf course be in better condition? Well, here's a little tip. Learn how to fix a ball mark. Odds are when your ball impacts a green, it will leave an indentation called a ball mark. As a general courtesy to other players, you should always repair this ball mark. Here we see a golfer fixing a ball mark the incorrect way. Notice he is placing the prongs of the divot repair tool on the outside of the mark and pushing the bottom of the depression upward. This can tear the roots and ultimately kill the grass. Here we see the ball mark fixed in the correct manner as the golfer inserts the prongs of the divot repair tool on the outer edge of the indentation and pushes the grass towards the center of the depression. Just a small way you can help keep your course in good condition. Well, we hope you've enjoyed the show. I know we sure have. Beautiful day at Buffalo Valley Golf Course. I promise you it's hard to beat. You know, the only reason we do this show is trying to keep you up to speed on all the things that's going on at our golf courses. But the best way for you to stay updated is to log on to our website at www.johnsoncitygolf.org. There you can find out about items such as our new Senior Duffer League that's here at Buffalo Valley on Tuesdays, our Ladies' Day, Tuesdays at Pine Oaks, our Senior Days, Tuesday at Buffalo Valley, back Thursday at Pine Oaks. July 4th, very special promotion. Come on out anytime after 12 o'clock, present your military ID, free golf, green fee and card, again, anytime after 12 o'clock. We have set the date for our upcoming homecoming event, August 8th. We hope to be signing up folks for that here in the next week or so. Again, we've got our e-club going on at the website, our text messaging program, all kinds of things going on here at the golf course, and we just want to try to do our part to keep you up to date on all that's going on and make sure that you know of something that might be of interest to you and it's easy to get to that information. So we hope you've enjoyed the show, and we hope you enjoyed your time you spent here at Buffalo Valley Golf Course.